Because today, we will dive into the current political landscape and dissect the efforts of the opposition and their bid to forge a united and unified front. We're going to try and unravel the intricate dynamics of the opposition unity as they navigate through challenges and conflicts within their own ranks. The opposition, facing its fair share of disarray, is once again making frantic attempts to foster unity in their pursuit of countering the ruling party, the BJP at the center. However, looming concerns such as the ongoing rift in the NCP and the standoff between the Aam Party and Congress over a Delhi ordinance, all of these issues continue to cast doubts on the solidity of their alliances. With the next opposition meeting slated for July 17th and 18th, the question arises, are these gatherings more than just the photo opportunities that we just showed you? The Congress party expresses confidence in its ability to foster opposition unity, while recent events such as the BJP's alleged operations with or against the NCP, many say have strengthened the opposition's resolve. But at the same time, it's important to note that the Patna meeting that was held on the 23rd of last month served as a preparatory stage with leaders focusing on a joint fight in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections rather than delving into the intricate details, which by the way matter a lot, the intricate details of seat sharing and electoral adjustments. As we navigate through this intricate web of politics, we seek to uncover the truth behind opposition unity. Is it a mere mirage or a tangible force that is gaining momentum? How far can these unity efforts truly succeed? Join us in the comment sections below as we engage in this thought-provoking discussion. But before all of this, before we expand the discussion, News9 Plus, the world's first news OTT. It's available on the Google App Store. It's available on the Apple iOS App Store. You can download it for cutting-edge and incisive analysis when it comes to documentaries. We have put out a documentary. The man behind the documentary, Ghulam Jalani, he's going to be joining us very shortly. But this documentary, which is called Photo Op, really, probes the opposition unity, because let's not forget, it is the last stand for many of these regional and ground leaders, the chieftains, to really make a mark in the upcoming 2024 elections. First and foremost, how significant are the upcoming opposition meetings that have been scheduled for the 17th and 18th of July? Right. That Patna parlay is something that you know about. That press conference ended with Rahul Gandhi ki shaadi ki baatein aur hum barati ban ke aayenge, aap shaadi kar lijiye. And the other factor in my question is going to be, what are some of the main challenges and conflicts right now? We know that, looking at pragmatic situation and the contemporary times, you've got the NCP rift and you've got the Delhi Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress when it comes to the Delhi ordinance. That's at play over here. How are you looking at these two things, the 17th, 18th meeting and the problems and conflicts at hand for the opposition party?
Well, Kabir, see, first things first, opposition parties coming together is not something that the Indian politics would be witnessing for the first time. So, and this is also a fact that there hasn't been even a single day when one political party hasn't had some bones with the other political party. Now, the question is, the fracas between, say, a Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, or what Ajit Pawar has done to the NCP, whether that will impact opposition unity or not. I think in certain ways, yes, it is going to impact the opposition unity. The dynamics could be changed or altered a little bit. But as far as the common fabric, the external fabric is concerned, to my opinion, as of now, these political parties are checking all the boxes that need to be checked in the run-up to the 2024 elections. Yes, there are divisions, but they are not such divisions which the parties can't overlook at a certain
What are these boxes that you're talking about? In the sense that they're coming together, they're at least started talking about it. Is that what you mean? That the train has finally begun moving, it started moving from the station?
Why I say because they have checked all the boxes that as I mentioned earlier, there have been third fronts, there have been the unison of these parties earlier as well. But even before they could reach the say general elections, for the state elections also they have had divisions earlier. I'm talking about the times of Baspa and Samajwadi Party, I'm talking in times of TMC and say TDP and other political parties down south as well. But this time around, irrespective of the alliances and understanding in the states, the focus, although the time is also not much on their side, the focus is on 2024. And this time around also, there are certain glue factors like a Nitish Kumar, like a Sharad Pawar for that matter, with his experience. Lalu Yadav, obviously, and one before we go to Ghulam, one quick word when we mentioned that Lalu Yadav mentioned about Rahul Gandhi ki shadi. See, Kabir, there are so many interpretations being taken of that one statement. कि जल्दी राहुल शादी कीजिए तो हम भी बारात बन के आएंगे. Some political pundits actually said that it could mean that Rahul Gandhi, आप prime minister बनिए, हम आपका साथ देंगे.
Well, people were saying that, you know, a week before that particular jumla had come about, the BJP had come out saying that, you know, that this is a bin dulhe ki barat. They don't have a dula and they still have a barat that they're talking about. But Ghulam, you know, coming to you, the Congress party has expressed confidence in the fact that it can be the fulcrum of this opposition. On the other hand, take a look at what's happening in Delhi between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. The Congress has recently sidelined, distanced itself away from K. Chandrasekhar Rao. On the other hand, Akhilesh Yadav, who's always present in these opposition meetings, he has given extended an olive branch to KCR that, you know, how about you come and meet. And KCR has met with Mamta Banerjee. Mamta Banerjee has met with Sharad Pawar over the last year. Let's not forget Pinarayi Vijayan in that mix. And Aam Aadmi Party's bonhomie with the DMK is another thing. So I think there are so many cracks. In terms of cracks or conviction, where are you placed? How are you looking at this?
Thank you, Kabir. Yes, you are absolutely right. You know, while on one side we had a meeting 10 days ago, you know, where all these opposition leaders came on the same table and they discussed opposition unity. They talked about how we have to defeat Modi and BJP in 2024. On the other side, just 10 days away from that meeting, there was what we saw on Sunday, what happened in Maharashtra. You know, there are these, you know, challenges that this opposition unity has been facing. This is not the first time that these challenges have come up. But as one of our, you know, talking heads in the documentary, Mr. Pawan Verma was saying, you know, in Telangana, Congress is fighting KCR, right? His BRS party. In Delhi, Congress has been wiped out literally by not just in Delhi, even in Punjab, by Aam Aadmi Party. If you go down south, you look at Kerala, where Congress is fighting the left. In West Bengal, the Congress is fighting Mamta Banerjee. There are these challenges, obviously, in before we talk of opposition unity, and these challenges are something that have to be addressed before we move ahead. You know, you talk about Congress talking about becoming the nucleus of this opposition unity. True, Congress is upbeat after Karnataka elections. Congress thinks it's a pan-India party and it can only lead the opposition unity. And you both of you were talking about this Lalu's comment. This is a very important and very significant comment that Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav had made in the meeting. You know, he talked about, he insisted that Rahul Gandhi should get married and all other leaders can be the Baratis. This comment was perhaps in response to BJP's, you know, if you go to Patna, I was in Patna on the day that meeting happened. Outside JDU and RJD offices, BJP had put up big posters in which there were cartoons, in which all these leaders were being described as Baratis without any, you know, groom. So Lalu's comment is being seen as, you know, political analysts see it as a comment that Rahul Gandhi might as well be the face of the opposition unity. But there are challenges there also. Rahul Gandhi is disqualified from the parliament. You know, can he be the face of the opposition in 2024? Also, the factor that there are these state elections coming up: Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. It will also depend on the fact that how Congress will perform in these elections, and if Congress performs well, which is likely, you know, there are reports that it might perform well in Madhya Pradesh, but if it performs well in Rajasthan also, if it does well in Chhattisgarh also, then it will have a, you know, more bargaining power than other parties. It might emerge as nucleus of these parties. But again, you know, on the day of this Patna party, as rightly mentioned, while Kejriwal was there in the meeting with his lieutenant, with his leaders like Sanjay Singh, like Bhagwat Mann, his Punjab chief minister, and also Raghav Chadha. But what we saw in the press conference, while the press conference was on, there was a statement coming out from the Aam Aadmi Party that they can't be part of the alliance unless Congress decides to support it against the ordinance. Right. So these are contradictions which are there, which have to be addressed.